Hi, and welcome to Life Change Community. Let me ask you a question. Why do you suppose we selected the name Life Change? Pretty simple. Because life changes. Sometimes life changes for the good, and it can be very, very good. Sometimes it changes for the not so good, and it can be very, very not so good. And when life changes, whether you're celebrating or mourning, don't you want a community? People who will journey through this life with you. When it comes to spiritual issues, unless you have it all figured out, and unless you always have it all together, and you're planning on keeping it that way, you're going to have some spiritual ambiguity, spiritual messy places, where you have more questions than answers, where you know you don't have it figured out, where you ask questions about God and receive answers from God and try to integrate all that into your life. Life changes, and you're going to want a community. When life is messy, and it will be, when life is good, and it will be, you're going to want a community. Involved in that community, I suspect if you're anything like the rest of the human race, you're going to want people in that community who love you just the way you are. I'm reading a book right now about creating churches for people to come just the way they are. Now, many of us from church backgrounds would say that the churches we've been part of would always accept people right where they are. But the reality of that isn't always as clear. There seems to be the pressure of an expectation that you'll change and probably fast, that you'll get it and probably soon, that you'll clean up better now than later. And it's that subtle pressure that contributes to a sense of being unaccepted, undervalued, possibly unwanted or unloved by a community. Life Change Community. We acknowledge that life is messy, that questions are prevalent, that we get to tough places in life, and even through the joyful seasons, we want someone to love us right where we are and to love us as we keep moving toward the likeness of Jesus Christ. That's why we're here. Life change. Community. We need both. And the good news is, life change and community can both happen. And the hope of that, that'll change your life.